Hi, this is Cheryl with a little movement study that arose out of the question of, what can help us have springier knees, can help, improve our walking gait so that we have less pain on the top of our foot. And so there's a couple components I wanted to highlight in this short video that can be really helpful practices to do if you do find that you're getting foot pain on the top of your foot. These might be some interesting things to try for you. And so one is related to just some basic movement of the toes, because of course when we walk, we flex our foot, we put our feet on the ground. And so this is a exercise that's helping to balance both the tendons and muscles coming from each toe on the top of the foot that come up the leg and on the bottom of the foot that come up the leg and the calf. And so, doing this gently, the idea is this, to bring each toe so that the toe pad, as if it could come towards the sole of your foot. And while you do that, to bring your foot into flexion so that you're softly bending your toe as you're softly flexing your foot and releasing that with each round. So you want to do that toe by toe. You likely will find some toes may fold easily, some toes may not fold quite as well. But it's really important to do this in a kind of nice, gentle, soft way, just encouraging your toe to soften and bend rather than forcing it to do this. And so I tend to like to do something like this, if I'm watching a streaming program or so that I continue to work on articulating each toe and balancing that movement. And of course it's possible to do the opposite. So if we were just flexing the foot and folding the toe, we can extend the foot and extend the toe as the sort of other side of this range of motion. But again, the order of the day is to be gentle about this movement rather than trying to force a range of motion or force a quality of movement. We're just giving these muscles that come down and attach as tendons to each of our toes an opportunity to work together. And then the other piece of this study, which is quite interesting, is an idea of lengthening your calves and extending your heels. And so I explored this on the wall, just to bring your legs up the wall, and then to explore this idea of allowing your toes to come down, not by pulling on the muscles on the top of the toes and that come up the front of the leg, but by extending your heels out. So helpful at the beginning to really focus on like doing it one way, doing it with this contraction on the front, and then to look at letting your toes come downward because you're extending your heels. And so really paying attention to how the muscles in your calf lengthen compared to how the front of your legs contract to bring your toes down. So wanting to get a feel and a sense of that lengthening process to, help you release a little bit of the calf muscles, but also just to bring in a greater sense of balance between what's happening on the top of your foot and the front of your leg and the bottom of your foot and the back of your leg. So just a couple of things to try for yourself that might help you have a more pleasurable and maybe less pain involved walk. Thanks for tuning in.